Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I will do a tutorial in chapter 9, which is transport layer. So data and networks and internet support the human network by supplying reliable communication between people. On a single device, people can use multiple applications and services such as email, the web, and the instant messaging to send message or retrieve information. So it can help us to communicate um, communicate instant messaging and send message for the others. And then data from each of these application package transported and delivered to appropriate application on the destination device. So the process described on the OSI transport layer accept data from the application layer and prepare it, it for addressing um, addressing at the network layer. A source computer communicates with a receiving computer to decide how to break up data into segments. So let's proceed. So as you can see, we have here the role of transport. So the transport layer is responsible for establishing a temporary communication session between two applications and delivering data between them. So an application generates the data that is sent from an application on a source host to an application on a destination host. This is without regard to the destination host type. So as you can see, we have here enabling application to devices to communicate. So as you can see in the script, in the meaning of the transport layer, responsible for establishing a temporary communication system between two applications. So as you can see, we have here the IP phone here, so it can communicate session between two applications. So we have here application, transport internet network access, TCP/IP model. So the transport layer moves data between application and the device and the network. So for example, we have here the IP phone. The IP phone can um, go to the application, transport internet network, and go, and it has a cycle of the transport layer. So we have here transport layer responsibilities. So we have here tracking individual conversation. Hosts may be multiple applications that are communicating across the network simultaneously. Each of these applications communicates with one or more application on one or more remote hosts. As you can see, we have here the tracking conversation. So transport layer tracks each individual conversation following between a source application and destination application separately. So the network, so the PC will email, instant messaging, multiple web pages, online video chatting, and stream video. So in figure 2, we have here the segmentation, which is transport layer divides the data into segments that are easier to manage the transport. So we have here the segment that are easier to manage the transport. So it has a email, instant messaging, multiple web pages, and online and stream. And then data must be prepared to be sent across the media to manageable pieces. Most networks have limitation in the amount of data. So as you can see, we have here data that can be included in a single packet transport layer, protocol sub-service segment application into blocks that are appropriate size. So we have here the figure 3. So as you can see, again in the figure 3, identifying the application. So to pass the data streams to the proper application, transport layer must be identified the target. So the application must be identified to what where it be the location of the target application. And then conversion multiplexing, we have here the sending some types of data, for example, streaming video across a network as one complete communication stream can consume all available bandwidth. This will prevent other communication from occurring at the same time. It would also have make an error recovery and transmission. So, as you can see, we have here the error checking can be performed with the data in the segment if check if the segment has changed during the transmission. So as you can see, we have here the segmentation facilitates data transport by the lower network layer. Segmentation allows conversation, multiplexing, multiple application can use network at the same time. So we can use the segmentation for the all um, transport layer services. So we can use it from the streaming video. So it can, if the streaming video is across a network, it complete communication of the stream. It can consume all the available bandwidth of this, and then it can uh, have an error and the transmission of the damaged data. We have here the transport layer reliability. So transport layer is also responsible for managing and reliability requirements of the conversation. Different applications have different transport reliability requirements. So we have here the application FTP, HTTP, SMTP, DNS, and TFTP. Transport, which is TCP and UDP, and for the internet, we have here the IP and network access. We have here the LAN and the WAN connections. So IP is considered only the structure addressing the routing of the packets. IP does not specify how the delivery of transportation of the packets takes place. So the IP does not specify how the delivery of transportation of the packets takes place. So it means the IP does not know if it is transferred between um, the destination place of it. So the TCP considered reliable, full-featured transport layer protocol which ensure that all data arrives at the destination. So the TCP is reliable and can ensure that all data will be arrive at the destination. So TCP transport here. So a file sent to server using the file transfer FTP. So it can file for the internet. So the first, it can acknowledge because it is the FTP. So the client replies. So client forward the next segment. So no segment are received, no acknowledgements sent, and resend the final three segment of the FTP, and the three segment are received and acknowledged. So we have here the UDP. While the TCP reliability function provide more robust communication between applications, they also incur additional overhead and possible delays in transmission. So as you can see, we have here the UDP. So again, we will in this figure, it can pass the file in the FTP, best effort. So the file no acknowledgement is sent for the TFTP. So UDP provides the basic function for delivering data segment between the appropriate application with very little overhead and data checking. here we have here activity in chapter 9. So activity TCP and UDP characteristic. So we have here instruction, drag each characteristic to its TCP or UDP delivery method. So TCP and UDP. So first we will fill the TCP first, and the TCP has a um, guaranteed delivery, then ordered delivery, then sequence message, and then we have here the session establishment, then flow control. So this is the TCP. We have here the guaranteed delivery, order delivery, sequence message segments, and session establishment and flow control. So for the UDP, we have here the connection list, no order delivery, less overhead, file transmission requirements, and no acknowledgement for the recipient. So as you can see, we have no acknowledgement for the UDP as I play in the video, in the figure. It has no acknowledgement for the recipient. So we will check this if it is correct. So all our answer is correct. So this is the end of my video, and I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for watching, and bye.